Welcome, colleagues, to this Approaches to Teaching and Learning Upskilling. My name is Sol Perez, and I will be your facilitator during the next 2 weeks. Currently, we are a group of 17 workshops, and they're consisting of 20 participants each. So it's quite a big group of workshop leaders with a wealth of experience. This is an excellent opportunity for us to collaborate and exchange ideas with other workshop leaders from around the world. It'll also broaden our perspectives to deliver the ATL workshops, and it gives us possibilities for future exchanges. And I really believe it's a unique opportunity as we're all from different regions. Now, one thing is that the IB do encourages that you download the learning engagements and make use of them during the workshops that you give. One thing that I just want to emphasize on is the fact that it's going to be pretty condensed. It's going to be 2 weeks where we're going to be interacting and working on a series of activities. Because of this, I decided to make a video. I've sent you all the information that I'll be talking about on an email, and you can refer to it back and forth. But I just thought, okay, if I make a video, it's going to be a lot more straightforward for everyone, especially if you're tight with time. So the first thing is to log on to the workshop. And if you notice, I'm already logged in, and the login begins on Monday, the 3rd of September. If you've already logged in, that's perfectly fine. What we need to know is that you do have access to the workshop. Now, if you find that you're having difficulties logging on to the workshop, may I please ask you to send an email to onlinepd@ibo.org, and they'll help you solve any problems you might be experiencing. If the IB did not send you an email, the Online Professional Development Team, may I please ask you that you check your junk email, your spam, just in case it went in there. There are some email providers that immediately send the domain to the trash or to the spam. If that is the case, write to them and the tech team will be able to troubleshoot any issues that you might have. So let's go to the bottom of it. It's a 2-week upskilling, and it's not a work at your own pace online workshop. Therefore, timely engagement and interaction are of utmost importance. You are required to complete all the learning engagements that form part of the online course for the next 2 weeks. Now, if you notice here, once you're inside the workshop, we are group number 13, and we have 4 modules to cover. The way that it's been decided is that modules 1 and 2 will be available, and we'll be working on it from Monday, the 3rd of September until Sunday, the 9th of September. Then we have modules 3 and 4, which will be available from Monday the 10th of September to Sunday the 17th of September. At the end of each week, you're going to find a summary of what happened at the end of the module and a preview of the upcoming module. And this is going to be uploaded on an announcement in the announcement section. Now, this is really funny. As you know, we're working with a new platform, so we're still troubleshooting with it. If you notice here on the left-hand menu, we would be looking for the announcements section there. We do see that we can find it here, and we can click on it to find it. But if we were to be on another screen, how could we go back to the announcements? Big mystery. That's why we have Topic 7. When you click on Topic 7, you're going to see a whole wealth of opportunities. First, you have the announcement section, which I was speaking about, and this is where you're going to find important messages. These are also automatically sent to your email account. You're not able to answer to any of the announcements. So if you need to write something, a question, or if you need to ask anything, you can always go to the coffee corner. This is the place where you are able to post things that are not really part of any of the contents of the modules. Another thing is that in Module 3, you're going to take part in a webinar, and this webinar is going to be by Jenny Gillette from the IB office in The Hague and Richard Hood. And together they were the brains behind the upskilling for ATLs. Now, all of the resources that we will need are found on the slide decks of the modules, and some are links to the ATL guide that is available on the Program Resource Center. So if you don't have access to MyIB, or if you forgot your credentials, please make sure that you have them handy because you will be using them during these 2 weeks. A little bit about the Coffee Corner. This is the social networking space, and it's a place for open discussions about any aspects of the upskilling or any other related topic. It's a place to discuss anything that comes to mind. So I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself in the Coffee Corner, and if you can please have perhaps a photo of you as your little icon rather than an avatar. It really helps us put a face to the names. We all have experienced the case that we go to a workshop and we see a fellow workshop leader and we can't remember their name, but we know them. So if you can please do that, it will be really good for us to try to keep putting names to the faces. Another thing is that this upskilling will be monitored by the IB Global PD team, and it's also going to be monitored by the managers, the curriculum managers in The Hague. That is Jenny Gillette. And as it was mentioned in the email you received on the 24th of July for this upskilling, it's for workshop leaders that want to deliver the ATL workshops. Now, they have to complete this training, otherwise they won't be able to deliver the workshops. And so whenever the pool of workshops is available, the IBPD team will select from those workshop leaders that went through the upskilling. Now, for the IB team, successful completion of this upskilling means earning one of 2 ratings indicated in the IBEN capabilities. You will receive the IBEN capabilities by email if you don't already have it. The IB keeps a rating of all of us as workshop leaders, and they will be looking at performance throughout the upskilling. If you have any questions, I'm going to ask you to post them in a burning questions section that is still not up. So right now we're working with the Coffee Corner, and as soon as the burning questions section is available, I will get back to you and let you know. If you have any questions that you would like to address in the webinar, post them in advance. I will open a thread here on the Coffee Corner so that both Jenny and Richard can look at them before and have an answer for you. Notice that if you cannot join the webinar, a recording will be made available to everyone, so you will have answers to all your questions. We also have a virtual gallery right here. If we click on this link, you're going to see that you can participate and include things in it. So every time that the engagements ask you to make use of the virtual gallery, this is where you're going to go. You're also having the possibility of clicking on sharing resources space, and this is where we hope to have a bank of activities for us. Do notice that there is a copyright toolkit, and you will receive it in your emails, and it will be a part of this workshop. In 2017, copyright laws in the IB were revised regarding the things that we can share in workshops. May I also ask you to please refrain from sending personal emails, and if you really feel that you need to communicate with us in private, you use this possibility here. It is the internal messaging system from Moodle, and that way it will respond to us directly. If you happen to hit reply to a message that you receive in your inbox, it's going to go into the no reply ibo.org address, and you'll never get an answer. As facilitators, we're going to try to make our interference as unobtrusive as possible. We're not going to comment on every post, and we're not going to bombard you with additional requirements. We will make occasional comments, and if there is a question that needs answering, we will then deal with it. Now, mind you, as I said before, it's quite a lengthy email, so I'm going to try to summarize the things you need to do. First, you're going to go into the Coffee Corner, and you're going to introduce yourself. You're also going to see that the announcements will be posted on the announcement section. And I just want to emphasize that the success of this workshop will really depend on your involvement, collaboration, and sharing your ideas. So I do look forward to enjoying the next couple of weeks with you. And if you do have any questions, do not hesitate to send me a message. You'll receive this by email, and I wish you good luck during these 2 weeks, and we'll be in touch soon.